Janelle Pineda reading Mujer Malvada. To La Siwanaba, I sprout from your black waters, arms rooting to earth, bajo luna del lago Coatepeque. I am birthed from your memory, given a new skin and hide to brush and braid, ashes de Izalco dusting my hair. My hands, still my hands, marked by your myth. Calloused, rope burned, nails sharpened to blade. My face, still my face, goes missing sometimes, just like yours, Siwewet. My body, safe because you took yours back. Safe because you took theirs instead. About this poem. This poem is addressed to La Siwanaba, a mythic figure who appears across Central American mythologies as a demonic, vengeful woman with the face of a mare, who preys on evil men. Diasporic reclaimings of La Siwanaba recognize her as a survivor of violence, who was cursed by the rain god Tlaloc to a haunted existence. In this poem, I honor La Siwanaba, originally Siwewet, as a protector and dialogue with her as a broader symbol of Central American women's resistance against gendered violence.
In an earlier Tales episode, there were stories about the haunted Inland Empire. Now, 3 more for your consideration. First up, the ghostly handprint. The Pinnacle Peak Steakhouse is a popular restaurant located in the city of Colton. But besides being a favorite place to dine, it's also known for a ghostly handprint that allegedly appears on the wall next to the women's restroom. A website paid a visit to the eatery to investigate the phenomenon. According to some employees and a psychic, the handprint belongs to a former patron named LeRoy, who passed away more than 40 years ago. We used to try to wash it off, some of the employees say, but it just kept coming back. So eventually we just stopped and let it be. We kind of started seeing it as a sign that we must be doing things right, the way we were back in the 70s when LeRoy was still alive, says a man who used to work in the back of this steakhouse location long ago. For decades, ghost stories have circulated about the catacombs beneath California Baptist University in Riverside. The catacombs are located beneath the W.E. James Building, one of the oldest structures on campus. Baptist News Global wrote about the alleged paranormal activity in an August 9, 2012 article. In part, the story read, numerous paranormal websites list California Baptist University in Riverside, California, as one of the region's most interesting haunted locations. Legend holds that before the old mission-style buildings were a college campus, they housed an insane asylum with buildings connected by a maze of underground catacombs that allowed workers to enter and exit the hospital after the doors were locked. Unruly patients were taken into the tunnels and tortured, the legend goes, and their souls remain there today in the form of knocking sounds heard and blasts of cold air felt coming out of secret entrances around campus, found mysteriously unlocked by adventurous students. The university has gone to great lengths to debunk this story. In a September 8, 2012 article in The Banner, which is a California Baptist University publication, it was written, The first and possibly the most popular CBU myth is that the school used to be an insane asylum and has haunted catacombs. This is false. It has been disproved many times, not only by CBU, but by the Associated Baptist Press, which has written a story highlighting that such myths were disproved. Before the W.E. James Building, commonly known as Old James, became part of the CBU campus, it was a retirement and care home for the elderly. And while there are, in fact, underground tunnels known as catacombs, they are not haunted. An Associated Baptist Press article indicates that the possible start of this rumor was due to the fact that the landowner was a trustee of an insane asylum, which is not in Riverside, but actually San Bernardino. The rain of rocks refers to the sudden downpour of stones on communities out of a clear sky. Chico, California, located in the Sacramento Valley, experienced such an occurrence in March 1922. The rockfall, which has been showering a warehouse here for the last 4 months, started again today. In 1961, the ABC television anthology series One Step Beyond dramatized the Chico rock rainfall. Host John Newland told viewers how Chico was pelted by rocks falling from an empty sky in the early 1920s. He said the stones would rain down on the small town at the same time every day.
There, Mr. Bradley, a little more to your left. Up there.
They are. They're falling from an empty sky.
They're floating.
In a letter sent to a local newspaper, a writer who called himself the Ghost took credit for the phenomena, but he was never identified. In 1962, the IE had its own rain of rocks in the mountain community of Big Bear. In a November 1962 San Bernardino Sun article, Sheriff's Deputy Jerome Ringhofer said W.M. Lowe, his wife, and their 5 children moved out of their home because, they said, stones pelted the house night and day, mostly on the roof. Deputy Ringhofer said reliable witnesses in the neighborhood of the Lowe home also told of being hit by the stones. Until we know what is causing this, we'll have to assume there is some human factor involved. We've stationed deputies all around the house, and it still has been hit by stones. And we haven't found anybody nearby. The deputy said he doesn't prefer to believe, as most witnesses claim, that the stones float down out of the sky. But he also admits that anybody throwing stones would have to have a mighty good arm and pretty elusive to get away. A slingshot theory was also being investigated. In 1982 and 1987 articles, the San Bernardino Sun newspaper retold the story of the Big Bear falling rocks. The articles reported that as soon as the Lowe family moved out of their home, the reports of falling rocks ceased, and that the mystery was never solved.
There's one magical, haunted evening each year when all the scary creatures come out to prowl through every neighborhood. But here's the scariest monster of all. Ow, that hurts. Whoops, down she goes again. First, we need to turn back the clock and start this whole evening over again. One of the problems with this costume is that it's too long. You should always shorten any skirt, pants, slacks, or cape that is too long or floppy. It's usually easy to shorten brooms or round off the sharp points of pirate swords and other costume parts that can trip you or scratch you. Cardboard brooms and swords are usually safer than wooden ones. What about that color? What about this color? A white costume makes an unusual, different kind of witch. Do you remember how hard it was to see out through those little eye holes? Here's an even safer way. Just watch what you can do, with a little help from your parents and some scraps of cloth or old clothes from around home, and a few other odds and ends. Now our little witch has turned into a beautiful princess, and her new costume is much safer. The light will not only help you see where you're going in the dark, but it will also make it easier for others, including drivers, to see you.
What's your trick?
What you guys eat for breakfast?
What?
Ghost toasters. Where does Dracula keep his money?
Where?
In a blood bank.
Here, have some candy.
Tonight has been a magical night. We saw a scary monster changed into a beautiful, happy, and safe little princess. How about you? Will you follow the lead of the little princess and have a safe and super Halloween this year?
Play when dawn gets near. Everybody will be high on beer in the night. Oh yeah, in the night. In a wee hours between midnight and day. Now nobody here got to stand in line. Come on in, son, have a good time in the night. Oh yeah, in the night. In a wee hours between midnight and day. Go, Jerry, go. Girls out here get real rough. Calling for whiskey and snuff in the night. Oh yeah, in the night. Now in the wee hour between midnight and day. Now nobody here got to stand in line. Come on in, son, have a good time in the night. Oh yeah, in the night. In the wee hours between midnight and day. Turn it around. In the wee hours between midnight and day. In the wee hours between midnight and day.
And now, a film by ERIC Webster.
Hey. Tonight's theme, slightly obsessive love, stalkers if you will, stalkers if you won't. All right. Now this first song, this is from my upcoming record, Blood Moon, which is going to be out pretty soon. Hello. Oh, I'm starting to see your names now. Very good. Very good. Chris LeRoy. Do we have a stalker song, Chris? I don't know if we do. I'll sing it. I'll sing one of our nice, happy love songs in a creepy tone of voice, and then it'll sound stalkery. This one doesn't really fit this theme, but you can make it fit the theme if you really think about it. From the forthcoming album, Blood Moon. Still doing the acoustic version here. It's very rock on the album. Sing along with me. Poor life choices. Last night I think I made some poor life choices. If I had another chance, but I'll make better plans to do the same thing anyway. But I'll make poor life choices. Hang on 1 second. Poor life choices. Last night I think I made some poor life choices. If I had another chance, but I'll make better plans to do the same thing anyway. But I'll make poor life choices. I'm gonna live and die with poor life choices. I'll just take my empty cup, admit that I fucked up, and go along my way. I still hate the word closure and the false hope that it brings. It's just another magic word made by people who make words that don't really mean a thing. We're not so divided, are we? They feed us all the same lies, but we just see through different filters and somehow manage to survive. Make those poor life choices. Last night I think I made some poor life choices. If I had another chance, but I'd make better plans to do the same thing anyway. Would I make poor life choices? I'm gonna live and die with poor life choices. So I'll just take my empty cup, admit that I fucked up, and go along my way. The other night I had a dream, left me feeling pretty bad. In that dream I was alone, answering the phone, and it was my dad. He said, I know I died a long time ago, just called you up to let you know you might be going down some bad roads, son, with your poor life choices. Poor life choices. Last night I think we made some poor life choices. If we have another chance, we make better plans, do the same thing anyway. Will we make poor life choices? We're all gonna live and die with poor life choices. Let's just take our empty cups, admit that we fucked up, and go along our way. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Know everybody in this room has some awful thing they've done, or they're gonna pretty soon. Now trying to bring us down, be a bonding thing all around. Look at that person next to you, and just imagine what they do, and what they do. They make those poor life choices. We're all gonna live and die with poor life choices. Let's just take our empty cups, admit that we fucked up, and go along our way.
Just a little